It would have been good if I hit the going live button on YouTube.
Oh, did you forget to?
Yeah. I don't know if
Okay, well, good thing I
do we have to
realized
redo
that.
the intro? We'll redo it anyway. Hey guys,
Yeah,
what's
we
up?
did.
It's Max and Logan here. Welcome back to the NARAS Weekly Podcast. We are here today with the final episode before the regular season finale at Daytona, which should be this Sunday or next Sunday. Don't forget to catch that. All the action here on the NARAS Productions channel. Logan, how you feeling today?
Pretty good. Ready to talk words.
Oh, you know that's all it is. Here's just talking words, man.
Yeah, talking words.
So we got Daytona this weekend, man.
Hopefully. I mean, we said
Are
last
you
week.
nervous yet or anything? Are you feeling good about it or?
I feel tired. That's what I feel. I feel pretty tired.
I feel that, man.
Whoa. Your microphone just died.
What's the name? Am I right?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Sounds like a helicopter's going off. Yeah, you're. Sounds like a helicopter's going off. Yeah, you're. I don't know if they're having that. Sounds like a helicopter. That might just be a Discord thing, but I'm getting it. I don't know why.
Here we go. Is this better?
This mic quality is just.
Yeah, that sounds about right with my mic.
Yeah, I don't know why it just kind of cut.
Anyway, we'll just continue with it. See what happens.
Yeah. Final race. Okay, so Daytona, obviously, final race of the regular season. So things will probably be pretty interesting. It kind of depends a lot on who wins, because if someone below the cut line wins, that can push Patrick, or well, I guess depending on how Gecko finishes compared to Patrick, could push Gecko out too. So
Yeah, honestly, I can see Patrick making it if he has a good race at Daytona, but I just have that gut feeling that Josh isn't going to make it. I know that's very negative because I know a lot of guys like Josh, and I know a lot of guys like how he races.
yeah.
It's just a negative feeling.
Well, if he races.
Exactly, and that's nothing against him. I just, with the kind of season he's had, I don't really see it happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not bashing him at all. That's not at all what we like to do here. We just don't see it happening.
No, we don't. You might.
Exactly.
So, playoff predictions. Well, I guess we kind of started this. If you look at points, I believe 6 people are locked in currently. I can find the sheet.
7. It's you
7
with
are
2
locked?
wins, me with 1 win, Slavic with 1 win.
Is Gecko locked on
with
points?
1 win, Howie with 1 win, Gecko's locked on points, Loading's locked on points. That last spot is between Patrick and Patrick, Josh, Legends.
It's
Dusty,
really between any of them. If Dusty wins...
Dusty, if he wins, he gets in, which would be a very, very not a Mickey Mouse, a very unexpected thing.
Yeah, that could be big, though.
That could be.
It wouldn't be big for Patrick. It kind of suck for Patrick.
Yeah, I could see Patrick making it, though, as long as... Basically, if Dusty
If Josh doesn't show up...
If Josh doesn't show up... If Josh
Patrick
doesn't show up,
in.
Legends doesn't have a good race, and Dusty doesn't win, Patrick will be into the playoffs.
Yeah. And also, Patrick, I feel like if Patrick shows up, as long as none of the people below him win, I think he's locked.
Also, not trying to flex, but how about Max's 145-point lead over BMX in second?
Well, that's because you show up to all the races and you're the most consistent compared to some others.
Yeah, Max.
I mean, I missed what, 4 races? I missed 4 races, and I'm still 200
That's why we got you to win at Atlanta, just so you could be locked in, just in case.
Yeah.
I could have.
And then I ended up winning.
It's no biggie.
So. Yeah. So I guess are we both saying Patrick in?
Yeah, I think Patrick's in. I think he's got it in him to make it.
All right, so we're gonna go and make our guesses. People not making the playoffs will be Josh in 9th, Legends in 10th, Dusty 11th, and Radiant in 12th.
Yeah.
So that is our playoff prediction. I'm assuming yours is the same.
Yeah, I agree. But all right, the next topic.
I believe that's. What is that about? Is that just about the fact that you're kind of like the sister team? You're our 2311 to our Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, I know we kind of talked about it already a little bit here before, but it's official. Wiesner Motorsports and Lee Motorsports are back together next season, working aligned as always with
separate teams but the same.
Lee Motorsports having Max in the 9, Logan in the 25, BMX in the 24, and Slavic in the 5. And then my team, Wiesner Motorsports, will have Howie in the 94 and Rona in the 8, which hasn't been announced on the podcast yet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
else
new.
maybe done it. But Rona to the 8 after he decided last minute that he was going to race next season. So Rona and I, being good friends, I picked him up because I know he'll always be consistent. Same with Howie. Like Howie's whole
After Rockingham.
situation after Rockingham, exactly. Like Howie and I, not a lot of people know depending on who's watching, but Howie and I have had beef ever since season 29. But I've forgiven him over it. You know, we've kind of just went past, and I saw I saw it in Howie that
Max
after
saw the ability to
Rockingham.
make money.
No, it's not about the money. It's never about
I
the
know.
money.
It's not about the
But no,
money. It's about sending a
I
message.
saw that Howie he just showed so much potential in Rockingham, and he hasn't been terrible since. I'm pretty sure I can't really take a look at it because Jen doesn't do race results, which I wish he did, but it's no biggie.
The
I
race
just
results is the point sheet.
is it?
I don't know. I'm joking because I just know usually you do points, which I'm assuming
I don't do
would.
points. I just help him with points.
Okay.
But no, anyway, just Howie's been really good, and I just don't see him having any really issues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I'm not too worried about Howie. I'm not too worried about Rona. So I think it'll be pretty good, Logan. What do you think?
I definitely think Lee Motorsports will be strong. What I've seen from Howie's been good, and Rona, he's been up front, but he's not really been able to get it home from what I've seen. So, kind of hoping for a stronger season from Rona in general. I believe Rona is above the cut line right now, if that is correct.
Rona would not make the playoffs.
I don't know why Rona's not on the point sheet.
That's a good question. I know Jen's watching. Jen, why is Rona
Rona
not on the
should be
point sheet?
11th. Yeah, Rona should be 11th currently. So that
Why was
moved
Rona
Dusty 12th.
removed? Rona. Oh no, Rona's in 12th. He's one.
Yeah, I know, but
He's
he has
4 points.
191 points, and Dusty is
Oh,
137.
I don't even think Rona can only make it if he's if he
Yeah,
wins. Which
but well, the thing is, does Lee Motorsports sorry,
no,
does Lee Motorsports push Rona? That's a question.
Does Lee push
Because,
Rona, or does Lee go with Max sweeping Daytona? You know, because that's kind of been a topic.
or does Lee just fall apart?
That too, you know, you never know what happens, but that's just kind of
Yeah,
topic in
well,
general.
some of that, I think, yeah, like I said to you, I think before in a few DMs, it really depends on where a lot of the Lee Motorsport drivers are. Obviously, at the season opener, we were all up front and kind of working together, but
with the imposter
now it's
sub.
different. Yeah. So it might, change with how, because you might have one Lee Motorsports driver running in like 10th, and the other running 3rd, and another one in like 5th. And, they're all trying to get next to each other, but they can't, and it really depends, I think. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Logan,
he
next
wasn't
one's you.
higher than Dusty, and Dusty and Radiant are still on there.
Yeah, Radiant's only filling in the 84 just for this season. Then he's with Lee in D2 next season.
Is he with Lee in D2?
Yeah. So next question's you. Well, next topic.
I know you like this one. What is next for Max if he wins a 4th title?
Honestly, I do not really know yet. You know, I'm kind of just chilling like I would be first on the sheet, and I don't really see anybody else getting close to 4 titles. Like, no offense to Josh, I don't see him legitimately.
I don't see him winning again
the
off of pace alone.
Like, just in general, like I don't see him legitimately winning the championship. Like his 2 were just because of the seasons ended, which nothing against him. I guess it's somewhat fair and square, but at the same time, it's kind of
Yeah.
iffy. I don't really
So
know how to put that, but I don't, like I said, I don't see anybody really getting close. Like I think you have a good shot. I could see you maybe getting 2 or 3, but I don't really see
if
you
I could
hitting
get
that
one, I'd
fourth
be
mark.
happy.
That too. Plus,
So
when NARAS does eventually move to iRacing, the Roblox stats freeze and they won't be touched.
yeah. So if you can get ahead before that, happens, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but overall, I don't know. I also
So
plan on keep racing until I feel like officially retiring. That's really about it.
now I have to
Just
ask,
keep on
if
going.
we were, yeah, if we do happen to move to iRacing, would you move over there?
Honestly, it depends if I can afford it and if the money is really worth it to me. Like I love the idea of iRacing. I always have. It's just the concept of like having to buy like a lot of tracks, like with what Jen's plan is. No offense to him,
Yeah.
he knows how I feel about this. It's
Hey,
a lot.
Max, go ahead and turn yourself up on OBS.
I already did.
All right, cool. Is that better, Jen?
I don't know, but
Sorry,
personally,
we're getting DMs from our producer about audio levels.
honestly, if you ask me, like, no offense to Jen, but the
Jeez.
just the idea of the schedule, like most of the tracks we're having, like we'd have to pay for.
No, I think first season we're gonna try and do as many smaller tracks or more free tracks. Like Charlotte is free, Legacy Phoenix is free. I think we'll try and do like legacy tracks, and I believe we will start doing probably on smaller, free cars, just to see the interest. And I believe that is the current plan. I'm not
Okay, because
sure.
last I knew he was wanting to do next gen, which
Yeah.
if nobody's
Well,
know,
that might still happen.
Naris isn't
Yeah.
going to next gen until iRacing.
Yeah.
So
So
really,
that could be
just
days. That could be years.
yeah,
I don't know.
you just gotta get the funding, because it's expensive. Like iRacing is a very expensive hobby. It's like if
Yeah.
you like myself personally, I'm trying to get a house. I'm trying to get a second vehicle.
Not
I
anymore.
don't really because I'm at that age. It's like being
Yeah.
19. Like I know we're kind of getting to my personal life, but it doesn't bother me. I'm just at
Yeah.
that age where it's like, do I really want to invest into something to where once I get my degree, get a full time job, will I have time for it? That's kind of where I will like put my row racing career and put my iRacing career if I do it on the line. Is like, will I have time for it? Because
Yeah.
once I get to that full time job market, I'm still in school because that's kind of the plan. Is I'll be working with accounting because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my bachelor's in accounting. I'll be working with an accounting group. I'll be working with comptrollers, which is just kind of like a whole accounting term that deals with certain stuff for the university that's in my town because that's where my mom works, and so I'm able to get I'm basically able to just walk in, sit down, have a quote unquote interview, and I'll have my job, and then I'll go from student worker to full time. It's like that's when really my my road racing career and my iRacing career, as I was saying, will get put on the line. It's like, do I really still want to do this? Because if it gets to that point, most of the time I want to be with my friends. Like everybody. I don't know how some guys feel, but personally, most of the time, I would rather put I'd rather put not iRacing or row racing my friends over iRacing or row racing because I'm just
Yeah.
so close to them. It's like I just I don't really know. It's like I love this community. I love all the people I met, especially you and Jen. You two are probably two of my biggest and closest online friends. It's like
Yeah.
I keep in contact with you guys, but it's like, would I still do NARAS? Would I still do row racing in general? I don't know. Personally, probably not because I've been doing this since 2016. It's been quite a few years. It's just getting to the point where it's what? Yeah, that's 6 years I've spent doing row racing, and I don't really know if I want to keep going at that point, because at that point, hopefully, I'd probably be like 20 and 21. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care what people say about my age. It's just, do I still want to do it? And that's
Haha.
just
Old. Yeah.
and that's just to the point. It's like, especially when you get with guys like Dusty, who's 13, 12, and then you're only 15, and like just the age of like just everybody in general. It's like the row racing group gets younger and younger as you get older and older. It's
And
kind
that
of
can be
just,
good or really bad. As of recent news, so.
but I don't really know personally, but I know we've kind of gotten off topic, but that's just my way of answering the question is I don't really know. But as I've said personally, I probably won't.
All right, I think we're good to skip topic 5 because we kind of went over that earlier. That's just what to
So, do we
expect.
do the thing?
Yeah, go and do your half break thing.
All right, guys. We are introducing something new that maybe Logan and I will just do. Depends on how Jen feels about it and how tonight goes. Ask us questions. Like if you have questions about NARAS, if you want to get into the league, if you have questions for us personally, like if you want to ask how it goes, just any question in general, like questions about next season, start shooting them up in the comments, man. Once we get those questions, we can answer some. I'm hoping to answer at least 3 or 4. Same with Logan, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just
But
hoping we get some.
exactly, I just want at least a couple questions,
Yeah, we have a
because
decent amount of people. Like, we have 6 people watching currently, so we have a decent amount of people. So, I think we'll give it, I guess, 4 minutes till.
yeah, we'll
30.
give it till 8:30 Central. If nobody's asked a question by then, we'll just move on.
What does the iRacing thing look like? What's going on with that? So,
That's more
we're
you,
gonna go
Logan.
into what it's gonna look. Okay, so we're gonna go into what it looks like currently. There's going to be 2 versions of it. There will be later on, once we get the funding enough for it, we're going to move into actual iRacing with people driving the cars, obviously like a normal iRacing league. But the other thing, which should be starting hopefully in the next week or 2, is we'll go over that in the next 2 or 3 subjects. We have, I believe, 9 or 10 on this card. We have 9, and it is topic 7, and we are currently on topic 6 after this. So, not too long between that. I'm Howie, and besides yourselves, who's your guys' pick to become the season 32 champion? Ooh, I want to say BMX or Slavic. Definitely one of those two. I think they have a really good shot. Howie, I could see you doing it if you can get in there. Will NARAS move away from iRacing or do Roblox in iRacing? What do you mean by move away from iRacing?
I kind of know a little bit about this. So
I
if
think he
I'm
means move away from Roblox and
yes,
just said the wrong
so
thing.
I'll go ahead and take this one, and then I'll come back to Howie's
Yeah,
in a
that's kind of your
second.
question.
The plan is if I'm still around to have my league MRL be like the main Roblox area for NARAS guys. Like I'm trying to get that started up soon, but I just don't really know if I have time for it. Like originally I did, but we're coming up to a new topic and excuse me, in a little bit that kind of might take away my time from getting MRL going. But
If need be, I can make one. We'll see how it goes. It kind of
exactly.
depends, like we said, on Max's schedule and at what point we move over. But if we were to move over right now, the plan would be to go in Max's league, which he would bring back after it shut down. He'd bring back to run. But like I said, it really just depends on when we move over to iRacing and if we move over to iRacing.
Yeah.
So,
And Howie's question, I know it's very biased. I'd love to see myself win the champ. I really do.
well, it says not you,
Not
not you or
me.
me.
He never
That's why
specified that.
I asked the question.
But besides myself being the pick, I'd love to see either Howie, BMX, or Slavic win it. That'd be pretty cool.
I definitely think BMX and Slavic have a shot. They're fast.
Exactly, they are
Now,
pretty
but
fast.
they need to be consistently fast, and I haven't seen them race a ton.
Um,
But I do know that when I was gone, they won. Each of them won a race, and
yeah.
that is something. So
And
I
well,
believe a lot of the playoff guys are really even on pace. One guy who should probably have had a win by now, but doesn't, is Gecko. So if he can just
Gecko's
keep
been very
locking in on,
close. He's like Martin
yeah,
Truex Jr.
if he can, yeah, he's just second all the time. If he can keep doing that, I think he definitely has a shot. Watch him pull a Daniel Hemrick and get his first win at Homestead, or I guess Phoenix, depending on where we finish. I hope it's
Yeah, it's
Homestead. I hate
Homestead.
Phoenix.
I
Thank
wish
God.
it was
Okay,
Phoenix, but it's no biggie.
I don't
But
like Phoenix.
all right, anybody else have questions? Because we'll keep
Any?
going because we got some questions asked. So,
Yeah. I'm surprised we actually got any.
what is MRL?
What
MRL
is
is my
MRL?
personal league, the Maximum Racing League. Kind of just a cringe name I had for it. We've been going on pretty strong for a while now. During my break from NARAS, which we won't really get deep into, I had MRL at 105 people in the server and about
And then he didn't anymore.
14, 15 cars a race was like the max. And we had like a couple races. There was only like 5 or 6 cars, but it was the biggest thing I'd ever ran. We had 3 divisions. But other than that, no, it's a good league. I mean, I won't advertise it here because this is the NARAS channel, but really, other than that, it's kind of just my personal league I like doing for fun. Howie asked, is there
Yeah.
any announcement for sponsors for LM or WM? So,
Cover WM and I'll cover LM.
I know a little bit about both, so we can kind of just tag team it.
I can
But
tell
basically,
you every sponsor that LM has for next season.
we're not doing that. But basically,
Yeah, I know.
WM's sponsorship will be announced at a car unveiling, same as LM. Like, we're planning on unveiling the cars for both teams very, very soon. That's just a goal that I have, but other than that, really, I don't know. But Logan, if you want to go ahead and kind of
So
tackle it.
sponsor wise, LM and WM have made a few announcements in the team news or team announcements channel about re-signing sponsors and signing on new sponsors, mainly to do with the 25 being a new car. It's kind of just got its own, so that's kind of where a lot of those announcements have come from. And then Yeetus 9000 asked, will it be streamed here or should NARAS go to iRacing? I believe so. If we find something out, we would update you on that. But as of right now, I believe it would be streamed on here, and there will be more word on that in the topic later about that other iRacing thing I was talking about. So if there's no more questions, I guess in the next 2 minutes, we're going to go and move on to topic 6.
We should probably move
Which,
on here in a minute. Also, are you aware you're not in the studio anymore?
am I not in the studio anymore?
No,
I
you
didn't need it. It's
disappeared.
fine. I'm just chilling. Just gone. How long have I been gone?
Like a good 10, 15 minutes.
No, that's great. Give me like
But sorry
1
about that
second.
glitch in the podcast. MRL has its own personal channel. MRL will be streamed on its own channel. As I said, I don't want to get too
Yeah.
deep into it. I don't want Jen to get upset about advertising on the NARAS Productions channel, but really, other than that, that's about it. So I think that'll
Yeah.
be our last question, unfortunately, guys, because we do have to
Yeah.
move
So
on.
save your questions for next time. There will be more because that's how questions work. Topic 6, NARAS expansion. So you want to handle this? You want me to
Yeah,
handle this?
I'll take
Or
it.
both of us?
Because
How about you take
topics,
the other 3 and I'll take the 2 that I'm handling?
I know 7. I have to ask you. Do you still want to go into 7, or do you want to skip it because you kind of covered
So
every
no,
question?
I'll segue 6 into 7. That's why I'm letting you go first.
Okay.
You do the trucks or
Yeah, I
hold
get what
on.
you're
You
saying.
do
Don't
the
leak it. Don't leak it. Don't
yeah.
leak it. I got it. So NARAS is
Yeah.
expanding to where, as you've seen on the NARAS Productions channel by now, our Josh has started doing a NASCAR Heat 5 Xfinity Series career mode. And so, to kind of go into that expansion, myself and Howie will be doing 2 separate NR 2003 sim series for NARAS, to where Howie's, I don't really know the full plan of his. I know he's got a schedule out and everything, but not really explaining what he's doing. But for the NARAS one I'm running, it'll just be the Manx 19 mod, where basically it'll just be NARAS,
NARAS
paint
cars.
schemes. Yeah, exactly. Just NARAS cars going out and having a good time. Like, it'll be some different cars. Like, not everybody's on the same team they'll be for next season. Like, for example, I'm bringing the 3 back, and that's what I'll be, quote unquote, running in the Sim series. And then, like, Jen will be running his 65 car, and he's not even a driver, So,
Yeah. And I'll be in the 25. Obviously, that's the same. So, one big one is
oh,
BMX
actually,
in the
hold on.
9.
That too. But real quick, breaking news: Legends was just hired to do a NASCAR Heat 5
Cup
a NASCAR Heat
playthrough.
5 Cup Series career mode.
Yes.
So that's cool. But anyway, Logan, now kind of jumping towards you. NARAS moving to iRacing finally? What to
No,
expect from
don't
Season
do that
1
one
moving
yet. Don't
forward?
do that
Oh,
one yet. Don't do that one
too
yet.
late. Already did it. Just answer it.
Well,
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
back.
finish the thing first. I told you I would do Segway 6 in this. Okay, whatever. So NARAS will also be expanding into the F122 scene with a team career mode. This will have LM as kind of their own team. I've spoken with Jen, and we will be using, I believe, Ferrari engines in the team career mode. I guess we'll figure out the colors. I'm assuming Chase Elliott colors because it's Jen. So I don't know. I still got to figure that out. But hopefully, I'm planning on starting that either this weekend or next weekend. And then the
Same
other
with the Cup
one,
one. I'm probably going to
yeah.
start it either this or next weekend. It all depends on my time.
And then the next one, now you can go into topic 7. NARAS moves to iRacing finally. But
What do we expect,
it is
Logan?
different. This is not going to be the same as what you're thinking. Because of kind of, I guess, the money situation with NARAS, I will be running a sim series with the virtual AI that will run a set schedule, and I'll do the points myself. I'll do all that. I'll record it. I'll commentate it. I'll do pretty much everything. And so I don't know if we should release the schedule. Should I at least say what the first race is?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the season is made up of 12 late model races, and the opening race will be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We believe it's going to be 50 to 60 laps, so that should be interesting. They should be like 30-minute-ish, maybe, videos. It shouldn't be too long, obviously, because I'm not exactly, the most open person. But yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully, can kind of gauge some interest. We're trying to get some more drivers. So if you want to join, I believe one of the videos on the NARAS channel should have a link to the Discord. I'm not positive, but it should be there. If not, I'll figure that out. So yeah, hopefully NARAS should be moving to late model simulated iRacing, and then once we can move into actual iRacing, we will use next gens. And I think maybe for season 2 we'll try and run Xfinity or art or like street stocks or maybe Indy cars if we have enough tracks for that. But I
Do you
think
have
it really
anything else to
depends
say about
on.
that?
Yeah, I think I don't
Sorry, I'm
want to
not
run
trying
the
to
same
rush you.
cars and tracks every year. Yeah, no, I know.
Hey,
I
real
don't want to
quick,
run the same cars and tracks every season. Yeah.
we're gonna swap 8 and 9, so 9 will become 8, 8 will become 9.
Okay. So I've just got an update. The Discord link was removed from videos due to raids. So if need be, um, we'll figure something out, and this will, move forward. Gerald's World has just joined the stream. Hey, just hopped in the stream. Hello. This is the
Welcome.
first time I've ever greeted someone.
But
This is new. We're evolving. We're greeting people
you
now.
ready for
This
me
is
to
crazy.
show the number 9, but now 8 while you talk about it?
Number 9. I believe number 9 is mine, correct?
Yes, it is, and then I'll go ahead and handle.
Do you have a picture of that up?
Yeah, right here.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, obviously me, I'll be running a NARAS and Fisher Studios sponsored Porsche Mission R at least this weekend at Pocono. You can find me on the ASN network on YouTube. It is the Roval series. They run weekly Sundays at 8 o'clock EST. Streams will start more around 9-ish. So you can find me there. Hopefully we're gonna actually win with the car, or at least do really decent. What are your predictions? You mean for the regular season finale? I think I definitely think that you can see something such as a I think you could either see a surprise winner or a very very experienced winner such as Max, myself, maybe Josh if he shows up. I wouldn't really. Would you call Josh a surprise winner at the state?
No. I honestly don't. No offense to Josh,
I
I just
don't. I
don't
don't
see
think
it
he's.
happening. I
Yeah,
really
I don't think
don't.
he's the surprise winner, but I don't think he's gonna win if that makes sense. So, and then yeah, so that Porsche car will be running this weekend. Regular season finale. I'm assuming LM is gonna take top spot, and yeah, I think LM takes top spot, unbiased. But I mean, you can say it's biased, obviously, because both of us are on LM. But after the dominance from the season opener, I think it's definitely possible to do again. But it will be on a different track due to not really having the technical difficulties that we did at the season opener, hopefully. And at the season opener, we did have to use a different track with different setups due to those issues. So this could be a very different race to the season opener, which is good because it allows you to kind of have some difference between the Daytona races. But I definitely think we're gonna have a multi-time winner. I don't think it's gonna be a new winner.
Yeah.
Obviously it's Daytona, so you never know. But I do not think that there's gonna be a new winner. I do think it'll be a repeat winner, and I do believe it's gonna come from LM, whether it be me, Max. Well, wait, we're the only LM winner, so me or Max.
Yeah. Sounds about
I could
right.
see Ed or Koro maybe doing it, but I'm not sure.
But anyway, moving on to the final topic of the tonight. As being Jen's closest friend on Roblox, well, just Discord and just the internet in general, I am very proud to announce that Jen will be making a return next season to the number 65 car for Lead Motorsports for Daytona and Bristol. A quote from Jen that you can see on screen, but I'll go ahead and read it to y'all, is the timing of this cannot be any better. I feel rested, reformed, ready to put my
Performed.
feet back on the pedals and my hands back on the wheel. The crew and I have put together this number 65 team for season 33 and the best in the business, and I feel confident they can give me a winning car. So we're going to ignore the bad grammar, and anyway, I'm just going to go into it. I'm excited. This will be pretty cool because the 65 is a very meaningful number to Jen. So to seeing him pilot it again will be excellent. And so, I mean, other than that,
Now, what I will say, what's going to happen with penalties and everything? Will Biggie be in charge of that since Jen will be busy
that is a good
racing?
question.
Or...
Jen, I see you in the stream. Answer the question for the people. Will Biggie
No,
be in
no,
charge of
don't worry about that
penalties?
yet.
No.
I'm
I'm
assuming
worried
we have
about
a
it
thing
now.
set up.
I want to know about it now. I'm not trying to be mean, but I want to know about it now because I don't really know. I guess common sense says Biggie would call penalties and stuff.
Yeah.
Or Jen could just because I just think it'd be unfair if he was calling penalties from the car.
Yeah.
My bad grammar. You typed that up. What do you mean, my bad grammar? That is you typing that. This number
I
65
would just
team for
say
season
with the
33
I
are
after
the
crew
best in the business. Huh. Shit, I can't read. Oop. Anyway,
are the best in the yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. Would Biggie make the shots from the booth, or?
I'm assuming so, considering he records and I guess commentates. I guess he would also take that on top of his
Yeah.
other duty.
Well, I mean, Biggie does normally commentate, so just giving
Yeah.
him
Well,
launch
obviously it depends on
shots.
if he still has power after Ian.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll be back by the time we start season 33.
Yeah, that is the only issue. Is we may not see.
We may not have a stream this weekend or next weekend. I forget which race or which.
I'm pretty
weekend
sure
the
we're
race
racing this weekend, unless it got
Is it
pushed
this
back
weekend,
again.
Jen?
I'm pretty sure it's this weekend.
Yeah, I believe it's this weekend and may be wrong, but depending on how Ian hits Biggie, there may or may not be a stream. Do you guys have a camera crew? Yes. So we had. So if you go back and watch the first Daytona race for season 32, we had Biggie in the booth, or Biggie on cameras, Biggie in the booth, Slavic in the booth, Jen in the booth. Jen was pretty quiet. But we do have a camera crew. It is kind of iffy right now because of how Ian is hitting Florida. So that's where we're at. It is this weekend, okay. So I think it really depends on Ian's impact with Biggie, on if we have that stream this weekend. Hopefully we will. But
Can I
obviously
make a
that's always,
comment?
yeah.
Who the hell had the bright idea to name it Hurricane Ian out of everything in the world? Ian?
That's a good
Really?
question. Out of all things, Ian.
Like, at least
Ian?
name it something cool like NARAS or
Igor.
like Lee
Igor.
Motorsports or like
I was like the
Maximum
announced guy.
Racing League. Or like,
Fisher, the only thing you screamed was, and Max wins his blah 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 Daytona
Yeah.
500. That was your entire thing.
That was really all he said.
Yeah.
But other than that,
He's the guy that pays me money.
anyway, do you have anything else? You ready to close this out for the night? Because
I guess look forward to all the different series that are going to start coming out with. Geez, what is it now? NASCAR Heat Xfinity, NASCAR Heat Cup, NR 2003 trucks, NR 2003 Cup, F122 my team, and then NARAS on iRacing. I
and
guess
maybe
almost
maybe
the negative
Madden.
one.
Maybe NARAS will have its own Madden team.
NARAS Madden.
Yes, NARAS
Racing
Madden.
Team Goes Football. It's like the reverse of Joe Gibbs.
It's like Joe Gibbs, exactly. That's what I was going to point
Like
to.
Joe Gibbs, but backwards.
Like Jen tells Max, "Oh, that's not related to NARAS." I'm like,
Joe Gibbs.
just Joe Gibbs.
That's my only response. Joe Gibbs.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Come on, everybody, start the hashtag in the chat. Hashtag NARAS Madden. Start it. Hashtag NARAS Madden.
Hashtag don't listen to Max ever again.
But no, I mean, just in general, like a NARAS Madden team would be cool. Like, think about it.
I don't know. I don't understand, man.
Jen's a head coach. Like, I can make you guys players. Like, I could be
anyway.
I'd be quarterback. Jen would be head coach.
All right. Well, I think that is going to be it for today.
Time for the outro that Max does best.
You done got Jen all worked up now.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be on the lookout. We might have NARAS Madden, we might not, but otherwise
we probably won't. There's no shot they let you do NARAS Madden.
We'll wait and see. But anyways, be on the lookout for the new series coming out from the expansion of NARAS. Be on the lookout too. We will probably, if we have access to the community tab, I don't know if we do.
We do not. I don't believe.
Okay. Well, then since we don't, we won't make a post. But I mean, kind of just like if you're in the Discord, just keep an eye out there.
Yeah, Joke World, can you send your Discord? I'll go and add you and then send you that invite.
Yeah.
If you want to join the Discord, you don't have to.
But other than that, just I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, so we'll if you're in the Discord, we'll let you guys know. But if you're not, just like if you don't see anything going on Sunday, then hopefully
just know
Biggie's power is out, and just pray for his family, and just through these trying times with the whole Hurricane Ian coming through. So other than that, prayers out to Biggie and his family, and we hope y'all enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you all next week. Later, everybody.
Yeah. All right. I just want to say on my own,